welcome back to my channel. My name is Lo, and on this channel I talk about all things stationery and pens. In my last video, I shared a video about my 2026 planner and agenda lineup, and towards the end of the video, I briefly touched on a couple of the pens that I love using day to day. So today I thought I would share my collection with you, my pen collection. And I do have a majority of them here. These are the ones that I absolutely love using all the time, and the ones that tend to work well and best for me. So I'm going to be sharing these with you today. One of the first things that I want to just touch on quickly are these little towelettes. These are little chamois towels. I got these off of Amazon, and people use larger versions of this to wash their car. They hold a lot of water, which is really great. And what I enjoy about this is A, not only the size, but B, there's no like little fibers or dust particles that get into the pen, and then that could affect the writing. So I find these very handy for writing. Sometimes when you're using a fountain pen, there may be a bit of ink on the nib. So I just give it a little wipe and start writing, or if as I'm writing some ink comes out, then I just clean it as I go. But these little towelettes are perfect for that, so I tend to have a couple of them in my pencil case, a couple at work, so I always have them handy whenever I need them. So I just wanted to share that with you. So my first pen, this is my holy grail, absolutely love her. She is the Kaweco Art Sport in the Hickory Brown. And this is the first fountain pen that I bought and really enjoyed using. I first had a Lamy, like when I was first getting into fountain pens many years ago, and I just didn't connect with it very well. So I just didn't do any more research, didn't try to figure out why I didn't enjoy it. But as soon as I saw this pen, I purchased it without a second guess, even though this is quite a bit more expensive. And I've loved it. And then once I bought this, I went down the pen rabbit hole as one does. So again, this is the Kaweco Art Sport in the Hickory Brown, and this has an extra fine nib. I use this one mainly for my day-to-day agenda planning. It has a very nice brown ink. This one is inked with Ferris Wheel Press's Steep Umber. It's a very beautiful reddish brown ink, actually. Let me do a little swatch for you. So I'm just using some paper here from the Travelers Company. And that's the ink I have in here. I absolutely love it. Unfortunately, this ink is discontinued, but I bought 2 bottles, so hopefully it lasts me a long time. The second pen that I bought, I wanted as an everyday, just like a note-taking pen, especially for work. So I bought this one. It's the Kaweco Sport, and it also is in an extra fine nib. This tends to be one that leaks a lot for me, so I tend to wipe this one a lot with the cloth, but it still writes really well. And again, the ink is so dark, it is so deep. It is my favorite black ink. This is the ink from Pilot, the Takisumi ink. Highly recommend it. And the bottle itself, I mean, come on, it is so beautiful. So this pen houses my black ink. My third Kaweco, I am obsessed with this pen. When I first bought it, like I said before, it definitely has some weight to it, but you get used to it. It is a natural brass pen, so it does age and patina over time. This is Kaweco Brass Sport. And this has a fine nib. And all of my Kawecos have this filler as well. So that's how the ink gets housed inside the pen. And I don't know what I have in here. I think it's a blue ink. I'm trying to find a really nice blue ink. Yeah. So that is a blue ink. It's a sample that I have. I don't know which one this is, unfortunately, right now. But it is still very pretty. I do also have a fourth Kaweco like this one. It is the Bordeaux color. I think I forgot that at work because I don't have it with me. But I definitely love Kawecos. I know a lot of people kind of talk crap about the nibs. I luckily have not had any issues with the nibs. I know other people have had a lot of issues. Maybe I'm just not seeing the issues that they are. Like, they don't bother me as much, but I highly, highly recommend the Kaweco pens. I absolutely love them. So after those, I wanted to try another pen that was longer, and I first bought this one, the Pilot Kakuno. I heard a lot of great things about it, but for me, I just wasn't connecting with it. It is a great entryway point into fountain pens. I'm not connecting with it. It writes okay. I don't have any ink in here, so that's probably why it's not coming out. I'm just not connecting with it. So I'm gonna give this away if I'm being honest. It is what it is. My next pen is this one. It is a TWSBI Eco, and it is in the color creme, I believe it is, with the bronze trim. And I'm kind of in a love-hate relationship with it. I really don't know what to say. It's a nice pen. I do like it. I think I prefer something with a opaque body where you're not seeing the ink, but it is still very cool to kind of see this. It does hold a lot of ink in the chamber here. I don't know. I'm still loving my Kawecos over this, but this is not a bad pen at all. It's currently inked with another Pilot ink in the Kirisame, which is a nice, I absolutely love this gray. It's such a nice gray. And it has a very nice shading to it as well. And I believe this is a fine point nib. Oops, there we go. So those are my fountain pens. I don't see myself expanding too much more than this. I may want to get an Esterbrook SD, and that is on my wish list. We'll see if that happens this year in 2026, but I'm pretty happy with my pen collection. Next, I want to show you are my point pens. Sorry, dip pens. I have two of them here. This first one is a Pilot Iro Yosushi, and it's just a fine nib dip pen. I use this when I'm playing around with inks, wanting to find a color that I want to work with that I may not have used before. I have so many samples, it's crazy. I should probably do a count to see how many I have. But I love using this when I'm testing out a new ink, trying to see the new colors. And same with this one. This is another dip pen, and it has a browse ornament nib so that I'm able to get more ink on a sample. Let me actually show you. So this here is Ferris Wheel Press's Steeped Umber. And it's funny how it writes differently compared to the fountain pen. Look, it's so much lighter compared to that, but it still writes very nicely. Beautiful. Of course, I forgot a little thing of water. 1 second. So definitely my favorite, one of my favorite brown inks. And I'll show you this one too, actually, with this ink. So again, this is Pilot's Takesumi. This is the black ink. So what I like about the ornament nib here is that it holds a lot of ink. A lot of ink. Like, look at that. I still don't know how to properly write with it, but it's great to see when you use a certain ink with the shading, to see how the shading happens with it. Okay, so I'll give that a proper clean later. Oops. So those are my two dip pens. I love using those. Next, I have this pen here. It is a brass felt tip pen by Tom's Studio. So again, it's unlacquered, so it's going to patina and age nicely over time. And I have the Duo pen here. So I have a felt point here. I think this is the 0.3. I could totally be wrong, but and then the second pen is inside this. And here I have a brush tip. So I love using both of these. I might switch it out and try some different colors in terms of the ink. I just have to clean the wicks that are inside and use any of my fountain pen inks, and I can use any color I want in here. So it's really cool. I love to play with this. Yes, this is Tom Studio's pen. In terms of the brush, I do prefer using Tombo's brush pen instead. It's just a harder tip, and I find it easier for me to work with. And by no means am I an expert at calligraphy and brush calligraphy. I am working more at that, but I find it easier to work with this compared to Tom Studio's brush pen, and it's also, the ink is a lot darker. I'm sure if I changed it out to a different ink, perhaps it would be a different situation, but this is Tom Studio's black ink, and this is just the ink that comes with the pen here. So I do prefer this one over Tom Studio's brush one, but again, it's just perhaps because I'm still new to doing brush calligraphy that it's easier for me to work with the hard tip. But I love to do headers and titles with this pen, and I also have it in red. This one I believe is from Pilot. It's their touch brush one. Oops. And this one is not as hard as this one, as the Tombo's one. It is really soft like Tom's Studio. So I do find it hard to use, but again, it's just great to have another option. And then my last brush pen is this one from Tombow. I have a bunch of them in different colors, and it's really great for larger writing. Like, look how big that brush is. Oops. So it's really great when I'm just playing around doing larger titles. I even use it to highlight in my agendas. And they have so many amazing colors, so I definitely recommend this as well. When I'm doing sketches, I love to use this pigment liner by Staedtler. I got this before I got the Tom Studio one, but this is also just a great fine liner. And I love to use this when I'm doing sketches in my sketchbook, or if I need to write really small. This one here is a 0.1. And I do, like I said, I bought this here, the Staedtler one, before the Tom Studio one. So I do have the 0.1 tip that could go in here, and it would be just the same as Staedtler. And last but not least, I have this Uniball 1 pen, and it's just a ballpoint pen. Oops, I don't know how thin this one is. It writes fairly thin, but it's just a great ballpoint pen. I keep this with my daily agenda so that I do always have a pen in case my fountain pen runs out, or if I have to write a document, like sign some paperwork, and it needs to be in a black ink, then I always have that. But my preference always is to use a fountain pen where I can. Yeah, so that's my collection of pens. I definitely went down the rabbit hole. I don't want to go too crazy because I know there's so many beautiful fountain pens out there. People have amazing collections, and including inks. You can spend a lot of money doing this, but I feel very happy with the collection that I have. I don't think I would need anything else. This really covers everything for the most part. I do also have a calligraphy pen with a flex nib that I love to play with. I love to practice calligraphy as well, so I use that a lot. I don't have it in here, but this is my collection for my most used pens. So if you guys have any questions, let me know in the comment section down below. I hope you were able to learn something today, and I would definitely love to know which of these pens you guys like the most. I find it's a bit of a unique collection, not in terms of everything that I have, but it's just a good range of items. It is enough to cover my everyday needs. It's enough to have something fun to play with. I have pens that will just show its love and use with it. I love it. I don't think I need anything else. No, I'm just rambling. But yes, thank you guys so much for watching my video. If you guys have any questions, please do put it in the comment section down below. And I hope to see you guys next time. Thank you. Bye.